best thing on her. Shit, I am the shit.
I'm not catching fades anymore. Gotta keep my hands clean when they come for the ball. Keep it smooth like a dawn, making moves in the dark. Cause I learned how to swim in the pool full of sharks. Now they coaches, cause they can't read all his motions. How the kid never switch codes, but he codes with focus. Staring down your team with a frozen, ice cold look that can end the summer solstice. Cause I'm more like the top dog. Keep on running game and the gang will accost y'all. I be calling plays from a plane while I'm off court. But we ain't the same, you a lame, I'm a mob star. Actually, I'm a top dog on a stat sheet. Off court, but I call plays for the athletes. When the cop cars try to catch me, cause I rolled off in a taxi. Put my feet up, I'm relaxing. Singing Figaro with no accent. While I pour strings from the streets in. Do it all with a straight face, I'm the kingpin. Top dog, top flow, boss mode, I'm the kingpin. Showstopper, top dog, God five, I'm the kingpin. They know I'm a dog and a beast, man. Yeah, I keep the peace with a piece, man. I ain't got no time for a piece, man. Why would I respond to a pawn? I'm the... Hold up.
If I let my dogs off the leash, they do my work to get out of Dodge while it eats. Honestly, think it's not the blood and the beef. If they don't leave anything behind at the end.
I can see you soft, ever thought about retreating. If you never have, then they'll give you a reason. Better watch your tone, lose your bass when you speaking. Underneath the mask is the wrath of a beast. When you learn how to smile in their face, then go cutthroat. Then they wanna call you a con when the blood cold. I remember starving while y'all had a truckload. Now I'm with the mob with the call and the gusto. I'm a top dog on a stat sheet. Off court, but I call plays for the athletes. When the cop cars try to catch me, cause I rolled off in a taxi. Put my feet up, I'm relaxing. Singing Figaro with no accent. While I pour strings from the streets in. Do it all with a straight face, I'm the kingpin. Top dog, top flow, boss mode, I'm the kingpin. Showstopper, top dog, God five, I'm the kingpin.
Good Monday, good Monday, good Monday. Hope everything's all right, man, because there's a whole lot going on in the sports world. It's a whole lot of stuff going on in the sports world. Where do I get started? Man, where do I get started? I don't know. There's a whole lot going on in the sports world, though. Let's start with this. Cam Newton. Cam Newton usually hosts a 7-on-7 tournament in his home state of Georgia. Excuse me. It's a special tournament that he invites kids. And most of these kids that he invites and these teams he invites are at-risk schools. Some of the schools are the predominant schools, but he invites a lot of at-risk schools. And the kids who are sometimes play these at-risk schools, they're at risk. And they do at-risk type things. They have questionable activity. With that being said, man, when you do things like this, trying to give back, trying to show love to your folks and your peoples, And you have situations like this where it's to the point where, it expands into violence. That's not good. Now, Cam's not the only football player, former NFL player, or even current NFL player that does things like this. A lot of these players do. But it seems like whenever Cam does it, it always it gets that negative attention, that negative view, that negative perspective. And the narrative is definitely not in his favor. Now, Cam doesn't do himself any favors because he goes back and forth with some of these young kids, which is really not the thing to do. I mean, professionally, it's not good. To do those type of things. You don't want to go back and forth with a kid, man. The kids. If them kids are an issue, then you have every right to, man, have them removed from your program, removed from the location or wherever the place is. Get them removed. You cannot do that disrespect thing because you're trying to teach something bigger than just about football. These also needs to be life lessons when you're mentoring young men. And to carry on like that, to get volatile, to get in a situation like that, that's not good. It's not good at all. So Cam, look, I have to put a little bit of blame on you because you're an adult in this situation. Now, of course, there's some details that still are yet to come. But what we do know is that a couple guys from a specific team got into a disagreement back and forth with Cam. And so their way of handling the situation is not the best way. I'm sure some more details are going to come out. And the more they come out, I definitely will talk on it more. But I'm just going to go by what I do know. And what I do know is that some of these kids are just totally disrespectful, man. I don't know where it has become where it's cool to be disrespectful like this. There's no way we would have did it in our time. Man, first of all, if a former NFL player has done like it, we be so in awe that he was taking the time out to come to the whatever place he came to, volunteer, wasn't charging us, allowing us to showcase our skills and to learn some lessons and meet other former NFL players. Man, it was a big thing. I remember I took my son when he was playing football to a camp like that, to a former player camp, and he had a good time, man. Learned a lot. Even made it to the second session of it where they had the private session, where the public session was, they had for kids who, because when some of them do it, they let anybody who signs up come, right? But then they'll know certain kids in the camp, and they will invite the kids to the next session or a Sunday session where they will host like a 4-hour extended camp for the kids who they felt then was like they got potential. So he got the opportunity of doing that. I forgot how old was he at the time. I want to say he was about the 4th or 5th grade at the time, because he retired from football, as he say, once he got in middle school. Well, let me say not middle school, but 7th grade. He played all the way up to 7th grade. So he played from 5 years old, first grade, all the way up till he was in 7th grade. So he was in Amber just by, knowing who those guys was. And a lot of those guys I had to teach because he was too young to really know when they played. But once he seen them, he was like, oh, okay. I told him, I said, well, this guys will be there. And they had a couple current players at that time was there. So, it was a big deal. But now it's like, man, the disrespect, man, that goes down, man, it's crazy. So I hate to see that happen. and you know, see what Cam is trying to do for his community, man, giving back. But you know, again, I got to put some of the blame on Cam because Cam doesn't help with the situation because he's going back and forth with some of these young cats. That's not the thing to do. Not as a grown man. You shouldn't be going back and forth with no kids, man. Yeah, you right there. I know they are disrespectful. I know some of you guys, man, it was disrespectful. Correct. Put them little son bit. Let me say it. Let me be nice. Get them out of here. Get them out. They got to go, man. They got to go. They don't need to be there. If they're doing some type of thing like that, disrupting, being disrespectful, get them up out of there. Hey, if they came all together, tell them, hey, find this dude a ride. He cannot be here. He cannot participate. He has to leave the premises. Now, if that means all y'all got to go, then so be it. All of y'all got to go. I can't have this. I'm trying to do something for the community. Give back to my peoples. You know what I'm saying? Do something special. Put a spotlight on some of these kids who deserve that. Who may not get that. And then you have some kids that do some silly shit like this. So I don't know. That's one thing going on. I mean, the other day, we had a small college. Got into altercation after the game was over. They were going by slapping hands and giving fives at the end of the game. Got into altercation. They had like 8 players they had to suspend between the two teams. Miami, the Heat, and the Pelicans, they had 5 players they had to suspend for fighting. Well, really didn't break out to no real fight. They was pushing and shoving. Somebody got choked. And then you got certain people in the shade who's trying to trigger me with this bullshit right here. Yeah, that dude. But man, it's crazy. It is crazy. So look, I don't want to just harp on bad news the whole time, but definitely had to bring it to had to talk about it. Definitely had to do it. Look. He said, basketball players don't fight. That's what I assume that's what he was trying to say. Well, every once in a while, Matthew, I got they pull out the tough guy card and decided they want to, go from the shoulders. I don't know. I guess sometimes they do want to fight, right? It is what it is. But not everything that happened this past weekend was bad. One of the things that happened this weekend, Eric Bieniemy. Now, Eric Bieniemy used to be the Kansas City Chiefs offensive coordinator for a while. Went to Washington with Ron Rivera. I don't know why he did that. I knew that was a short stint because Ron Rivera was on his way out to the door. But he wanted to show and get out from the umbrella of Andy Reid. And I understand that. You got to respect the man for wanting to do that. You know what I'm saying? Won't stand on his own. But with that being said, you got to certain moves you got to make. So Eric Bieniemy got the opportunity of being a Colorado's coach job before Dion. He didn't take it. I thought that would have been a great move for him to do. What better way? Get your own team together, do your own thing, and go to Colorado and be the head coach at your alma mater. He didn't want that. Cool, I understand. What you end up doing 3 years later? What did you end up doing 3 years later? Going to the college ranks. So you could have been a head coach there. Instead, you're the offensive coordinator. Now, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying it's a bad thing at all. Because, man, look, you got to do what you got to do. You're fired from or are not retained from the Washington Commanders. So they let you go. Andy Reid brought you back in the fold, around the Super Bowl time, playoff time, trying to be around the guys and maybe uplift your spirit because you may be a little down, maybe even give you opportunity on the staff, allow you to get a couple checks, because we don't know what the process is going to be. You really didn't have a serious call for a head coaching job in the NFL. So, you really get slighted again. So now you decide, okay, now I'm willing to go down to the college rank and be an offensive coordinator. Well, you had a chance to be a head coach. Now, Matthew said, Colorado's a bad deal, dog. Yeah. Look, most jobs are going to be a bad deal. There's only two ways guys going to go out. Now, let me say it could be three because it does happen. Cat could lose his job because he, deceased. He passed away. And it happens. It happens. Most of it don't, but it can happen. But most of the time, you losing your job because you was fired, because you wasn't winning, or whatever the case may be, or because you moved on to bigger and better things. Usually that's how it goes, right? Colorado opened up, got fired. The guy got fired because he wasn't winning. Job opened up. One of the guys they offered the job to was Eric Bieniemy. He didn't want it. I guess he felt like he was too good for that. Or maybe like what Matthew said, it's a bad deal. It's a bad deal. And we can understand it. Yeah, look, most of the times when you get in there, they're not going to be the on top of the game anyway, unless you get lucky and get that Alabama job like my man did, and where they're still, on the uptick and not going on a down tick when they got the job. So, those jobs don't come regularly like that. When you get the keys to the car, most of the time it's going to be a revamp. Well, Alabama job wasn't a revamp. Nick Saban left it in a good position. So guess what? The guy who got the job is in a good position. But just like the job he just left, whoever's going to get that Washington job is going to be in a good position because the guy left it in a good position. But that's not often how it happens. Normally happens when you get the job, they've been losing. And some of them been losing real bad. Maybe for a 3 to 4, 5 year, 10-year span. Who knows? It happens. So with that being said, you got to grab the opportunity when it's hot. So now, I guess he just reached all the bottom to the bottom dollar. He has to accept the job of offensive coordinator at UCLA. That's where he ended up. He's an offensive coordinator at UCLA. Now, is it a good landing spot for him? Maybe. Be out there west again. Get the opportunity to call the plays with no Andy Reid overshadowing him and all that good stuff. Do what you got to do. I hope it works out for Eric Bieniemy. I really do, man, because he deserves it. Did he get screwed on a few times on certain jobs? Yeah, I think so. Somebody said he should have got that Atlanta job. I don't know. Man. I think I like Raheem. I think he was a good pickup for them. I think it was a good decision. Probably should have had it before when he was there before. But you live and you learn, right? You live and you learn. Another thing that's going on in as far as the NFL, the salary cap was increased by $30 million. So now the salary cap's up to $255.4 million. That's where we at as far as the salary cap. So now that kind of opens it up. More money, signing certain free agencies. By the way, we're going to speak on that a little bit when we talk about the greatest team in NFL history, that's the Chicago Bears. But it opened up for everybody else in the NFL, even sorry Minnesota. He said, if we trade y'all Justin Jefferson, Is he worth the first? No. No, he's not. No, he's not at all. Come on, Q. Come on, man. I give him the 9th overall pick that we have for him, but not the first. We about to trade that down, brother. And then I will definitely be talking about that and what we should do. What's going on, Big G? My man Matthew said, leave Jefferson out of this. I'm all for getting your team better and weakening your opponent. I'm all for it. So if that's what we need to do, Matthew, that's what we need to do. We will have the best receivers y'all had ever before he plays. You might be right. But if we get that dude, Marvin Harrison Jr., we might have an argument. Yeah, you see him. That dude right there. That dude right there in the middle with number 18 on. You see that guy. Parent of that's his father is Marvin Harrison Sr., Hall of Famer, Super Bowl champ. Got good lineage. 6'4", 15-some pounds. He might be able to continue with one of the best in the league. Give him some time. Matthew said, I want Russell Wilson, that simp. God bless. Look, y'all keep Kirk Cousins, y'all trash. Russell Wilson, y'all going to be trash. It doesn't matter. We're going to beat the brakes off of y'all. We own Minnesota. But it's just crazy now with this new salary cap. It gives us a lot more breathing room, a lot more leeway. We have a free agent, a free agent, Jalen Johnson, that we need to resign. So I want to get him signed in and locked in on a good deal because I think he's worth it. He's probably going to get between 19 and 20, maybe 21 million a year. Number one cornerback in free agency. Top 3 cornerback in the NFL. He's going to get paid. Please believe you me. He's going to get paid. You know, got some teams out there. Oh, boy. Travel One, I know the NFL's over. And that's okay. But guess what? There is no offseason with the NFL, Travel One. So when you and your husband, our future husband, or your significant other, whatever title you want to give him, you're going to say, baby, let's do something on Sunday. He's going to say, no. Football season's still in play. Why? Because there's all type of things going on. Even during the off season, something going on. So there's never really no off season. Travel One, I apologize if that disappointed you. I'll let you down, but that is what it is. But with this new salary cap, we could pay more players. Of course, the salary, the free agency opens up in the second week of March, I believe. So that's going to allow us to see what we may be doing in the draft, depending on what we're going to sign in a free agency. So that's a plus for us. if we decide, now I'm saying if we decide to keep Justin Fields, I think we're going to have to do something about, paying him as far as his 5th-year option. So right now, currently as we speak, he's still under contract, going to his 4th season. But you have a $25 million 5th-year option we got to address. Now, how are we going to address it? I don't know. Are we going to wait until after the season and address it? Probably. We're going to do the wait and see approach, probably, more than likely. I'm hoping that's what we do. I'm definitely hoping that's what we do. Keep Justin Fields, address other positions that we need to work on, and go from there. But without further ado, let's get into this. Let's talk about it, because right now, the combine started this week. Started today. So they're doing interviews Wednesdays, Thursday, Friday, and Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. That's when you're gonna get the opportunity to see them doing the drills between the 40-yard dash, the 225 bench press, and all that good stuff. So all that goes on, and the different days are for the different positions. So different positions go on these different days. Usually about 2 positions per day is how they do. Matthew said y'all need a lot. The hell with you, Matthew. You don't know what you're talking about. We don't need a lot. That's a lie. But before we get into it, we got to talk about one of the greatest colleges in basketball history. Now, if y'all haven't had the opportunity of seeing the Kentucky Wildcats play, y'all missing a treat. This Saturday, we end up playing against Alabama. Alabama was ranked 13th. At the time, we ranked 17th. Just came off a close loss, last-second loss to LSU on that Wednesday. So we needed some type of bounce-back game. Also, we want to try to remain and get in the top 4 of the SEC tournament so we can have that double bye. So that win we had on Saturday against Alabama was greatly needed. It not only helped us, but it also helped us out in the rankings because they're like, I want to say 2 games ahead of us as far as in the standings. Right now, Alabama's still, I think, tied for number 1 with Tennessee. But I think Alabama has a tiebreaker because they beat Tennessee head-to-head. So right now they sit on top of them. We're sitting still, I think, at 5th, but we're tied for like 4th space. So, but technically we're at 5th because of who we lost to. Because a team that's above us is South Carolina, and they beat us, unfortunately. So, you got little things you got to deal with. But just want to see some highlights of this great college team that I'm telling you about currently as I'm speaking. But let me, ain't no need to keep talking. Let me just go to the film.
Trey Mitchell. Reitzel Hurts, another guy. Nice cut here. Shepard moving without the ball. Edwards lines it up. Bottom. It's a 3. For Kentucky, that's been the story throughout the season. Edwards, open look. He buries it. Nice. Off the dribble. Sort of stuck on one side here. Edwards. Wow. Knocks in. It leads to a Sears play, and he gives it away. Edwards on the move. He's got the arrow on the wing, but he's going to do it himself. Dragging the grip on Shepard. Kick it out. Edwards, is he hot? Oh, yes! Here's 2. In the attack mode and the dive. Oh, big time. It's because he took a shot in practice. Oh, not a kick. It doesn't stick. Edwards. Oh, he's feeling it. And the foul. A chance for 21. This guy is going to work. Oh, Edwards. Reeves, give it up. Edwards. Mark it down. Another. He is a perfect.
So those are some of the highlights for Just Average. He went 10 for 10 from the floor. So shout out to that young man. He was in a slump for a while. But as y'all can see, he's already shooting his way out. He's every game he's getting better. And that's all you can aim for. Every game to get better. Got one more highlight here of my man Justin Reed. He's Oh, I'm sorry, not Justin Reed. Reed Shepard. He's a local kid from the state of Kentucky. Legacy player because his dad played at Kentucky as well as his mom. Both played for UK. His dad won a title in '98. Was the most outstanding player in that tournament. But let me show you a few highlights from him.
Throws it out to Nelson. He gives it to Walters. Back to Sears. Shot clock at 8 seconds. Sears has it knocked away by Shepard. Picked up by Edwards. Pass ahead to Shepard for the dunk. 17-point lead on the Reed Shepard run-out dunk. Edwards throws it ahead to Reeves. Reeves cross court to Shepard. Out to Edwards. Three, right side. Yes! A three that counts and a foul on Walters. Oh, man, what about this? Timeout. 15-15 to play.
So those are just a couple of highlights from the Kentucky game that happened this Saturday. Matthew said he was cooking. Yes, he was. I know if you have CBS, even on your local channels, wherever state you are in, hopefully you was able to see us take care of business on Saturday. If y'all not hip to them, please do get hip, because y'all might have to pick them in your bracket this year. Speaking of bracket, I am definitely thinking about doing one of those this year, the basement bracket challenge. No money on the line, just gonna do it for free, just for bragging right purposes. So guys, I'm gonna definitely keep y'all informed. I will definitely be posting it. Definitely stay locked in. It will be on the community page. I will have it there. Also, when it does start, I will definitely be talking about it throughout the month of March. Because guess what? Tournament time is right around the corner. It's right around the corner. Somebody said Ohio State all day, but I like Kentucky. Well, unfortunately, man, if you lost your coach, they fired that man. So I don't know about Ohio State all day, but he might, I don't know. They won the other day. They did beat Michigan State. So that was a good win for them. That was a good win for them. But let's get into it. Because we got to talk about some things. And one of the things we need to talk about is the greatest team in NFL history. Now, guys, I'm going to drop the link here because I know y'all want to come up here and talk about the greatest team in NFL history. And whatever NFL team y'all root for really don't matter compared to mine. Your team ain't shit. Mine is the shit. Just want to put that out there. But without further ado, let me drop the link. So in case you guys want to come up and talk about your clown-ass teams, talk about how good they are when I really know they're not that good. Oh, ain't nothing wrong. I'm going to let you have it. I'm going to let y'all have it. I'm going to let you guys have it. Let me know. We can talk about your team. So I dropped the link. I pinned it to the top of the chat. But the first thing we're going to talk about, man, is a couple possibilities as far as trade partners. So in NFL, the draft is April the 24th, I believe, through the 26th. So it's Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. With that being said, there's a lot of rumors going around. Should we keep Justin Fields? Should we not keep Justin Fields? Everybody's thinking, oh, we're making the greatest mistakes if we keep Justin Fields and pass up Caleb Williams, who's a generational quarterback. In my opinion, I don't think he's a generational quarterback. In my opinion, I don't think Caleb's that good to me. I've seen Caleb a few games. I've seen him a couple years ago when he was at Oklahoma. I wasn't that impressed with him then. Last year, yes, he did win a Heisman, but he had a lot of questionable games, a lot of questionable decisions. Some of the things he does, I question. Like wear goddamn nail polish. That's questionable to me. Now, there's a Duke player that does the same thing. I don't look here, man. I don't understand this at all. Why? What the hell's wrong with you dudes? But they cut from a different cloth, so let me leave that alone. For this dude wind up being my damn quarterback, and I'm gonna be so damn pissed. Very disappointed. But nonetheless, I'm trying to trade this man. Speaking of the devil, he's in the back. Let me bring him on up. My buddy Matthew. Matthew, what's going on today, brother? You good?
Yeah, I'm cool.
Right on. Right on. The kids all right? Everybody settled? The old lady ain't ready to whoop your head this time. Last time I seen you.
Oh man,
Get
here
your
we
head
go.
split.
Nah, man. My son over there watching some dinosaur shit. I don't know, but everybody upstairs chilling. Man. Let's get to this football, man. All right,
Let's talk
now
about it.
you asking what's the greatest team, or you saying what you asking exactly? So I don't just start talking.
No, I say about the greatest. We all know who the greatest team in NFL history is, and that's the Chicago Bears. That's no question. I'm not even asking that. Now, you know that team you like to cheer for is supposedly Minnesota Vikings, right? That's your team.
Yeah.
And I thought it was Cleveland too. I mean, you got about 20 teams, Matthew. You're like,
Nah,
I mean, you got a team in one division, a team in another division. So if it's team in the AFC don't make good, Cleveland, I'm
here we
rooting
go.
my NFC team. I'm hoping they meet into the Super Bowl and it's a win-win. That's what Matthew's hoping. I think that's what it is. He's hoping they beat the Super Bowl and it's a win-win for him. So he can't go wrong either way. Is that what we do, Matthew? Stacking
Hey
the deck?
man, that's. I get what you said. I get your jokes, man. But no, I would say Minnesota, man. Minnesota got a good squad, man. Think about this, man. Look, if you really look at it, we win in spite of our quarterback play.
Damn.
We really a quarterback away from being like in the Super Bowl. I really believe it. Cause look,
Matthew, what are you sipping on over there, brother?
come on, man. Hear me out.
Okay.
Now, only issue we've had this year. Now, Dobbs, what's the other guy named? Mullins, and we had about 4 quarterbacks this year. What our issue was the same thing Kirk Cousins do. He can't make the big play when it counts. Like, let's just say it's 2nd and 7. He can't make it 3rd and 1. Then on that 3rd and 1 play, if he does make it 3rd and 1, he can't get the first down. He can't get us off the field when it matters. That's the reason why our problem with Kirk Cousins, because we got Jefferson, got Addison. Running back play, we kind of running back committee by now. But I think we should get running back. Now, if the Atlanta want Kirk Cousins, I'm willing to give them Kirk Cousins if we get their running back. Robinson? Now, I'm willing to do that. Now, some people might say it's stupid. But Kirk Cousins, I'm just not a believer, man. He's the reason why y'all won the game against us this year. Yeah. It's his fault because he wasn't there. Yep.
So you gonna
Hey, man.
Matthew, hold on now. How you gonna blame for my man's absence? Man, he was hurt. You gonna put that body on him? You gonna put that body on him, Matthew? Is that what we doing?
This thing doing that sound thing again, man. Hold on real quick. Can you hear me?
Well, yeah, you sound real low.
God damn. It's always something, man. Hold on right quick, man. Anytime I miss a show up, man. No, this is not shower curtain. These are real curtains.
Shout out to the real curtains today, baby. What is it? Is that the baby monitor? Okay, we gotta make sure everything right with the baby. I know that's right. Shout out to Matthew being a father of the year. But look, let me say this while Matthew's taking care of his business. The Washington Commanders, one of the teams who were looking at Caleb with, and there's a couple of teams that's really looking at him as an option. But it's going to cost the Washington Redskins in order to get somebody like Caleb Williams. And this is what, my opinion, this is what the Commanders got to sacrifice in order to get that man. Now, are they wanting to do that? I don't know. Shout out to Dorian. She said, hit that like button, share, subscribe, donate via Cash App or Super Chat. I know that's right. I appreciate that, man. But the Redskins, they got the number 2 pick. But in order to get our first overall pick, they got to come off with something. And one of the things they got to come off with their second pick. They got to come off with them 2 second-round picks, as well as a first in 2025. In my opinion, all of these are just my opinion. I think these are reasonable. I think these are reasonable deals for the number 1 overall pick, especially if you're in a position where you want Caleb Williams. If you think he's a franchise, this a generational quarterback, these are some of the deals you have to make in order to get my man. Are you willing to? Is the Washington Commanders willing to make this deal? I don't know, but if that's who they want, that's what they got to come off of. That's one of the possibilities for the Washington Commanders. What you got? What you got, man? You about to say something smart, Alec?
Hey,
shout out to the babies. Hey, man. Hey, let the babies live, man. They living their best life.
Yeah, I'm trying to let the wife have it, man. Sometimes one of them get a little too whiny, trying to step in. But I would say this, man. Caleb Williams, I think he's gonna be a good quarterback. I'm not sure if he. Some people were saying Patrick Mahomes. Was some people saying that? I wouldn't go that far, man. He remind me of a.
Me neither.
I would say he's more like a. I don't know. I can't really explain what he's more like because I know he got a little mobility. I wouldn't say he's that much of a mobile quarterback, but I don't think he's number 1 worthy to me. I think he's top 5 or something like that, but it would have to fall into a certain situation for him to get that number 1 pick for me. See, like I'm not willing to give up a whole lot of my draft to get him, personally.
Well, look, they talk about it like he is a generational talent. That's what they say. I don't know how true that is. I don't see it. I watched, like I said, I seen at least 3 of his games this year. I watched the Oregon game, I watched the UCLA game, and I seen the Notre Dame game. I wasn't impressed. Now, these are the teams that we would consider a high-quality type team, good teams, very competitive teams. And he didn't have a good showing in none of those. The games he played last year, now a couple of them was bad games. I wasted my time watching them. And he did pretty decent. But it's when he got against them good teams, he failed. He folded like a launcher. He had opportunity not only play in the championship game or be in the playoffs. He could not only doing that, but he could have won the Pac-12 outright. He just couldn't take care of business. He couldn't take care of business. So, yeah. So when you come to the NFL, I'm gonna need for you to be able to win those big games. You the number 1 overall pick. That's to be expected from you. And you can't be scared to talk to the media. You can't be ready to go crying in your mammy's arms. You can't be doing all that stuff. The Chicago media is going to be rough on you. There's not going to be no, he's just a college kid. No, ain't none of that stupidity going to be going. Ain't nobody going to pacify you. You got to man up. Mama ain't going to be able to save you. She's not going to be able to save you.
So far as because y'all got Justin Fields right now.
Mm-hmm.
So be honest, do you like Justin Fields, or you just kind of ride with him because of yours?
Look, you see the jersey? You see that number 1 jersey? That's authentic. This ain't that screen print. You Minnesota fans like to wear that cheap ass. Look like somebody did it down in the basement with a cricket. This ain't one of those, huh? You heard me, Matthew. This is sewn in. This is authentic.
See, man, I was trying to be. I was trying to be a keyboard, like on Hampshire, keyboard warrior. I was trying to just be peaceful on the chat, and now I see that you wanted to be hostile. I see how you wanted to be.
I come. I'm on problems. I'm here for problems. This is what I'm here for.
I'm gonna be docile today, man, because you know what? I don't got much to stand on because my team ain't show up this year.
Yeah, so y'all not better than us.
Yeah, we ain't gonna lie. We had a bad year, man. So I can't really say much. I'm gonna say this though: if y'all get Williams, depending on what y'all do with him, y'all might be good. I don't think y'all gonna be as good as the Lions right away, but I think y'all would be better than us because I think we getting rid of Kirk Cousins.
Yeah,
So I'll put it like this: that might move us to be last in the division if y'all were to get Williams, because something about Fields, he's just like a. They didn't make him. Y'all didn't set him up to be what he was starting to be this year. If y'all would have started him off that way, then I think he would have been better. But
I can agree.
But I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Much as I hate everybody in that division, but much as I hate all y'all, I will say if y'all were to get Williams, I think y'all will have a better year than us.
Well, look here. Don't worry. I don't want Williams. So you asked me about Justin Field. That's who I want. That's who I'm basing my draft on, based on if we're trading that overall pick, because I don't want Caleb Williams. I think, look, our offense coordinator we had last year didn't really set Fields up for success. He tried to make him a pocket pass, and that's not what Fields is. You got to utilize his skill set. He can pass, but that man also got wheels. He can run. He can get down that field fast.
You got to use that, man.
Yeah. Well, why bottle that up? Why try to contain that? No, don't let that. Man, don't let that stallion sit in the barn. Let that.
You know what? I think I know what messed up. Well, I wouldn't even say messed up. To me, what throws everything off is that Matt Jones, whatever his name is, contract. That $40 million they gave that fool for the Giants. He's a run. Daniel Jones, yeah. He's a running quarterback. When you look at him, he's a running quarterback. The best year he had was 16 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, something like that. It's not a good ratio. But for whatever reason, I don't think y'all gonna give Fields that kind of contract unless he has a 27-10 type year with 3,800 yards and 1,200 yards rushing. He got to have some good year for y'all. I see y'all giving him that kind of contract, like a good contract going forward. I think.
You know something, Matthew? That them numbers you just gave, it's achievable.
Yeah, I think he can hit him personally because y'all got a good receiver now. Moore?
Yeah, you got DJ Moore, but if you get somebody like Marvin Harrison Jr.,
y'all ain't getting
on the other side.
Y'all ain't getting him.
Why won't we?
Y'all gonna mess him up. Y'all ain't getting him.
See, there you go. Matthew's about to lose connection. I don't know why he's about to lose connection. So if he drops, I don't know why. The Lord is speaking to him. That's what it is. No, look. If we trade somebody like down to 2, we got a good chance on getting him. Matter of fact, here's my next option. New England. They got the 3rd pick. They might want to take a shot at Caleb Williams and get that 1st overall pick.
Yeah, I can see that.
So now we're still up in the top 3. Because more than likely, I'm thinking it's going to go, Caleb, then, Drake Mays, and then us, and make a decision on if we want to go with Marvin Harrison Jr. or not.
Do you think that they've gotten out of? I'm not saying they always like this. I don't think they ever made a staple like this. But do you think cities like that are out of the whole black quarterback thing? Because I couldn't see the Patriots with a black drafted. I knew Brissett or Bruce, whatever his name was. He was a backer. But to actually, hey, this is gonna be on our stadium picture. This is gonna be our commercials. This is us now. You think they really gonna draft him? With a guy like Waves, probably wear a chain.
Yeah, the reason why, because first of all, they always gonna want to change that stigma, right? They always gonna want to change that and try to make that, make it don't look like it's a racist town, which it still gonna more than likely be. But if the Celtics, which won the title with a lot of their titles with a lot of black players on the squad. The Celtics.
Football is different though, man. Football is different.
Yeah, this is true. Cam Newton played at Boston.
Yeah, now that Belichick is gone, it might be a little different. You're right.
So, who knows?
But I'm gonna just say, y'all, you just leave Harrison out of it. Harrison ain't going with no Chicago nothing. You can get that.
That's that certified hate coming out right there. He praying to the good football gods and it don't happen.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't want to see.
Could you imagine your weak ass corners trying to guard that man?
That's another reason. My corners are not hit up for that. And what's his name? Smith, our safety, the white boy. He's not cut out to just be covering receivers. He can lay the wood, what they call it, Paul. But he can't cover guys like that.
Nah, well, look, he might not have a choice. He might not have a choice. You see that big 6'4" stallion walking down, what you gonna do? You better man up. I'll be on somebody's highlight. That's what's gonna end up happening, dog. That's what's going to happen.
I'm gonna put it like this: if y'all get Harrison, y'all gonna be battling with Green Bay for that second position. Unless Detroit have one of them, well, we had one good year and we go back to normal. Y'all gonna be battling with Detroit for that second position because I don't see us recovering from the Kirk Cousins saga. I think is a wrap. Even if they bring him back, it's like, man, it's a wrap. I don't know why they keep giving him all the guaranteed money. But personally, man, I think if y'all get Harrison, the division is gonna shift to where we last. So I'm praying y'all don't get him. Plus, I don't want y'all to mess that boy career. Come on, man. Y'all done messed up enough careers. Last good player y'all had was what y'all had Devin Hester. But the last Big Ten player y'all had good was Anthony Thomas. What was his name?
Hey, you don't let him talk about your team like that?
Look, I'm gonna he's hurting right now. He's hurting right now because he's a Minnesota fan.
I told you, I'm a keyboard. What's that called? I'm a keyboard warrior. Yeah. So man, hey, you gotta take it, man. You gotta take it.
Oh Lord, I don't know how to take that one right there, but okay.
Hey,
what's going on, Tommy?
You know what I came up with to say, man. Go ahead and come up off of him, big dog.
What's that?
Justin Fields, man. Hey, man, we got a hot third round for you. You feel me?
Hey, look, I got y'all in her. I got y'all amongst trade destinations, but it's not for Justin Fields.
Look, man, it's like you having a Benz and you just keeping it in the garage, man. Just go ahead and sell that thing, player. You feel me? Let me fix that thing up.
No. See, we would have kept the garage if we had who was y'all current offensive coordinator and Luke Gesby, because he already ruined him for the first 5 games of his career. Before he allowed him to take the cuffs off the man. You know what I'm saying? Allow the engine to really, put the metal to the pedal. Your man who's an offense coordinator with y'all now, you want him to go down there and ruin them in Oakland? I mean, in Vegas?
Hey, y'all ain't had that. Y'all ain't had that firepower we got though. I'm just saying,
well,
it's weapons over there.
Tommy, we about to get some firepower with these trade deals I'm making. We gonna get some firepower.
But that's the problem though, Hank. You ain't in the front office.
That's all right. I'm gonna send an email. I'm gonna tweet, send some emails, shoot some videos. I'm gonna find some way to help them out. I say, hey man, you got a friend from down here in the 502 Kentucky? Hey man, just listen to me. I think these are some good opportunities to make some great deals. If y'all looking to make room and hire a minority, I'll be glad to step in.
Hey, you saw what happened when one of us had to go ahead and get at Mark Davis right quick, man. Hey man, fired this motherfucker, man, and he was about there about a week later.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do, man. You got to do what you got to do. But that being said, this is what New England, in order for New England to get our first overall pick, they got to give up this. They got to give up the first overall pick for their draft, a 3rd pick overall. They got to give up their 2nd and a 4th round, as well as the 1st round in 2025. That's what New England got to give up in order to get that first pick to get Caleb Williams. Now, Caleb Williams, that's Tommy's quarterback. He thinks he's the greatest thing going. I think he's trash, but that's just my opinion. But I ain't gonna talk about him too bad. He might end up being on our squad. I'll be pissed as hell.
Hey, You might need to go ahead and check your stove. I think your gas is on, boy. What the fuck kind of trade this thing is?
Tommy, I'm telling you, I'm coming up with hella deals. That's why they need me in the front office.
He go over there trying to, boy, that's strong arm robbery. Boy, you trying to strip him?
Hey,
You know what? You know who I think Keller Williams gonna be like? It's kind of a bad, because you don't know completely what he'd be like, but he remind me of an upgraded version, but not too heavy, Tyrod. He upgraded version of Tyrod, but he ain't all that. Tyrod was all right though. Tyrod was all right, but he just wasn't, because he was Buffalo. He got them to the playoffs. But
Yeah, he ain't never had no They never gave him consistency. I think that's one of his big problems. Like, he is one of them. I think that's what we never look at with these quarterbacks, man. They changing offensive coordinators, they changing head coaches, and everybody just blames it on the player. But you forget, new offensive coordinator coming here, new scheme, new plays, like, new feeling. You got to go over all this shit. And you got players in here that's 4, 5, 6 offense coordinators in the career, and then you wonder why he ain't come out to be nothing. It's like, how can you when every other year you change your whole offense?
Man, he said upgrade version of Tyrod Taylor.
Hey man, wait, you said number 6 New York Giants received the first. What is this right down that this is something you thought of?
Yeah.
Oh man, I see why he was cussing you out, man. What's wrong with you, man?
Why you think I said he must have left the gas on his stove? Boy, he over there high as hell. First of all,
man.
Why the fuck do you think your first round pick deserves 2 firsts, a third, and a second? Hey, boy, you high as hell.
Everybody learned from that RG3 draft that's too high, man. Come on.
Well, look, let me say this.
He's trying to pull a Ricky Williams trade.
Do y'all realize this is similar to what we got with Carolina Panthers? And they got Bryce Young.
Yeah, they got a bad pick there. I don't know why they got him.
It's not as good as Caleb Williams, because they calling Caleb Williams a generational player. So, hey, look, every time they pump this man up, I'm happy, because that makes it more valuable. That means the team's got to come off with the world in order to get our first overall pick. So I want them to keep talking about how great he is, how good of a player he is, how much of a generation player.
But you ain't getting no 2 firsts, a second, and a third, though. God damn, he.
Guess what? That's what we got from the we got a first. We got 2 firsts. We got the 2023 first, and we got this year's first from Carolina. That's 2. We got their second and third round pick from Carolina. Now, of course, we end up trading that second round pick in order to get a Sweat from the Commanders. But that's what we got. Why can't
Carolina a bad organization, though.
You said what?
Carolina a bad organization. Everybody not as bad like that.
Okay, and you are right. But
the people you talking about now are not bad like them.
Let me say this: Washington is a bad team, and they are desperate and need a quarterback. They hired his offensive coordinator from college, who has a great relationship with the man. They talk about they would like to have him. Huh? They might get desperate and get it.
This is crazy.
Take advantage of a man when he's down. That's what I say.
Yeah, I see, man.
Clearly, we see what your motto is.
Yeah, I see.
Hey, all he need to do is, you should have wore a shiesty mask during this show.
Oh, no.
Hey, yeah, you're right about that, man. I don't know about you tripping today, man. But like I said, wait a minute. So you think
y'all say that, Matthews, but don't be surprised in about the next 3 or 4 days. You don't see a deal being made. Don't be surprised, brother. Just a man.
Hey, it's the difference between a deal and 2 firsts, a second, a third, your firstborn kid, your wife.
Hey, it's gonna get worse the farther I go down in this draft. So y'all think it's bad now. Wait till you see your deal, Tommy. Wait till you see the Vegas deal.
I don't see Fields staying with y'all though. I think Fields gonna go, man.
He won't Crosby, he won't Adams, and the first and the second.
you know who I heard talking about Fields? This was like a sleeper. This was some little podcasting radio type talk. So Pittsburgh was talking about Fields. So I don't know
I heard that. I heard that.
Yeah, okay. See, I ain't the only one. So I'm saying, man, people want Fields as much as he kind of up and down. People want him, man. They want to try with him. So y'all might have something, but you ain't getting what you talking about, though. I don't know. You need to get that. But he won't be quarterbacking for y'all, so you might as well take that jersey off.
Hey, he already unfollowed him.
Hey, man, I already put a clip out there why he did that, man. That man was trying to get away and get some peace and quiet while he's on vacation with his lady, man. Don't hold that against that young man. He young. He don't know no better. He all right.
You guys better realize they better stop doing that.
Unfollowing is actually turning the volume out. That ain't turning the volume down. That's turning it up.
Look at it. That's okay. That's driving that Caleb Field is generational player talk more and more. And the more they drive it, the more value that pick comes. Tommy, I'm telling you, more value that pick gonna be. Matthews, you laugh at me, talk about my deals are outrageous. You only need one team to say yes. That's all we need.
Yeah, you're right, but
give us one team say yes. We'll be going
I
to the
mean,
bank.
I'm not gonna lie. If what's his name was still ahead of Washington, you might have had a chance with them because he was known for doing Dan Gilbert. Not Dan Gilbert. I'm tripping. That's the Cavs owner. Who's the fucking Washington owner? Dan
Snyder.
Yeah, he was known for doing goofy gills. So you might have had a chance with
That's
him.
what I'm saying. Yeah.
But I don't think these new cats gonna fall for it, dog. It's a new regime in there.
You don't think Magic gonna fall for it?
Nah, big dog. Nah.
But look, only thing we need is one team. Like I said, one team. Look, here's my next deal and offer. The Atlanta Falcons. They're gonna receive the first overall pick from us. They got to give up the 8th overall pick, 2nd and a 3rd round, as well as 1st and 2nd round in 2025.
What?
Yeah.
Hey,
it
might be illegal for you to even be proposing this shit. What the fuck?
Why so many picks though,
robbery?
Tommy, I told you it's getting worse as it goes down. Father, I'm telling you, it's gonna get no better.
Okay, now you realize Fields, not Fields, but come on, man, that's a lot of picks, man.
He think he traded Aaron Rodgers or some shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like, come on, man. Like I get the first one was a joke, but you go too far with this, man.
What do you mean it was a joke? This ain't no joke. These are real deals. I would offer these guys. Look here. Matter of fact,
don't man they wouldn't accept this deal.
The worst you can tell me is no. I've been told no before.
All right.
I've been told no before.
Yeah, you right. I guess you're right, man.
Hey, look here. I got another alternative deal. In case they don't want that, they don't think it's a little costly, I'll offer them this. This is the Falcons' other deal. So we receive the 8th. Give us AJ Terrell, 3rd round pick, as well as a 1st and 2nd next year.
Some of that corner?
Yeah. We take it. Can't hurt. We need more depth at the corner position, just in case we don't sign Jalen Johnson. That's a good deal.
The problem is you trying to get that 2nd first, man, and that's like teams ain't gonna let like maybe if you said like a 2nd and like a 4th in 2025, maybe, but that 1st and 2nd in 2025. Plus, you getting a 3rd round pick for this year. It like, I think you crazy. Like this ain't the NBA. 3rd round picks are valuable in this league.
Exactly. You get a nice running back in the 3rd round.
Yeah. All right.
Max Crosby was a 2nd rounder.
See what I'm saying?
It's possible. All that's possible. Let me do this super chat real fast, man. Y'all ain't right, man. Y'all just turn me down with my pick. I think they're great options and great picks, and a team would love to have this option that I'm offered up.
Yeah, right.
Big Ed 11 said, "What's up, Big Hank? You still crying about the Bears? Let it go, bro. Let it go. That first step, the hardest I know." Big Ed, you ain't shit, and my Bears are gonna be all right. I don't care what you talking about.
Okay, when was the last time y'all went to the playoffs?
The last time we went to playoffs, we
Trubisky?
had Trubisky in 2019.
Okay. That was that 5 years ago? Okay.
Yeah. We lost to Philadelphia on that doink play because Cody Parker missed a damn field goal.
Was that that Nick
Cody
Foles?
No. Mitch Trubisky was our quarterback, unfortunately.
No, I'm saying y'all lost to that Nick Foles team.
Yes. No. I don't think it was. Was it the Nick Foles team? Well, I think it was the year after they won the Super Bowl. That's the team we beat the year after they won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that was Charlie Weiss or whatever, Wentz or whatever.
So yeah, we lost to them in the playoffs. So, but that was the last time we've been in a playoff. But we're going back.
But y'all need a lot of work though, man. Like when you really look at y'all team, like y'all offensive line suspect, y'all get away with a lot of work because the fields just be running around. Because when y'all had that fourth round, that undrafted quarterback in where his family was coming to the game, he was getting killed back there. when that man that father should not. Yeah, that man's father shouldn't have had to witness his son getting killed like that, man. Y'all dirty for that, man.
It's NFL, man. It's part of the game. But look here, another option. Now, it's obvious Russell Wilson is almost on his way out at the Denver Broncos, so they're going to be looking for a quarterback. So if they want that first overall generational quarterback and Caleb Williams, they have to give up this. The first overall pick will get them the 12th pick, Lloyd Cushenberry at the center, 3rd round. They will also have to give up their first in 2025 and 2026.
Hold on. God. Your old lady named Doreen, right? Doreen. Piss test this, man.
Oh. So you'll be in the hole for 3 years.
Test him, get him checked out. He ain't right.
I mean, I told you it's going to get worse as it goes on. It don't get better, man. I told
you. You are lying.
Hey, first of all,
be in the hole for 3 years.
Look, they farther down in the league. I mean, in the draft. And so what do you expect? Don't worry, Tommy, y'all next. Ain't no need to delay the game, but let's get to it. If the Las Vegas Raiders want Caleb Williams as their quarterback to keep him in his alma mater, they got to give up the 13th pick, and they will get the first. They also have to give up a 2nd and a 3rd, along with Max Crosby and a 2025.
Oh, come on, man.
Huh? That sounds
why you got to throw Crosby in there, though?
Oh, that's a must. You got to.
Then you want the first round pick in the 25?
Yes. You want to move up.
Dog, he even applied on Crosby for a minute now, man.
Oh, man,
man. We gave him Khalil Mack. He didn't do shit with him. Now he wanted to give him another pass rusher. They don't do shit with him either. What the fuck?
I'm working on him. Hey, Tommy, I'm gonna wear them down. Eventually, they gonna bite.
Hey, what's crazy is we might fuck around and end up get Khalil Mack, and then we gonna have Mack and Crosby on them end. That's gonna be some problems.
You don't have Crosby because y'all gonna have the first overall pick, but y'all gotta be willing to give.
Nah, you know the Raiders is looking at what's the boy name? Jaden Daniels, I think his name is. Buddy name from I think it's LSU.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, skinny dude.
Yeah, I heard they looking at him. So
no,
they want to buck up.
They want Caleb Williams, a generational player. You got Patrick Mahomes already in your league, so why not have the next Patrick Mahomes come and save y'all?
Because we need somebody to sack Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, okay, well, you might be right.
See, that's a tough division, man. That's a tough division.
Yeah, our division is a motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't too happy about Harbaugh joining the Chargers at all. Like, and then I ain't gonna lie to you, Denver wasn't no punk towards the end. Like, Denver started off as a laughingstock, but towards the end, them motherfuckers started winning some games. So, real shit, if they get a decent quarterback in there, they might even halfway be decent. Man, that shit, AFC West ain't fair.
Y'all got khaki pants in that division?
Man,
shit. Khaki pants, he a little dirty, but he a little dirty something, man. He'll get your team tough, though. I give you that. Y'all ain't gonna be no tough. Not y'all, but them.
You gotta pay a ransom in order to get that brother too, man. It wasn't no just give me. So they paying him top notch. It was
Well,
How
I
much they
mean,
paying?
they're gonna have to compete with Michigan. So I mean, they kind of had to.
yeah,
I'm so glad he
Michigan was
got up
damn
out
sure
of
gonna
Michigan.
drop a bag on them after that championship. So
because he was
Yeah, I'm glad
thrashing.
we got rid of him.
Yeah, he was thrashing y'all ass for the last 3 years in a row. That's why you don't want him. I don't blame you.
Yeah, okay,
Hey,
I got you, man. I
right.
got you.
I mean, but Michigan new coach is 1-0 against y'all. So shit.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
y'all say that now. We'll see how the season play out.
Hey,
Hey, you
I'm
know
just
what?
telling you. I'm just telling you what happened on the field.
yeah. I
You know
mean,
what, Hick?
Ryan Day
Hey,
ain't cutting.
you know Logic got you for some money. What you want to do this year since you talking big stuff? Logic got you
Yeah,
somebody out there. So look, what you want to do, man?
I mean, what we doing now? Is that you gonna keep reminding me of my L's? Is that what we doing? First, you take
Hey,
shots
man,
with
you
then
Hey,
you
and
take
don't
you like
shots.
forget,
kicking?
my Trojans in that league now too.
Oh yeah, okay,
Yeah,
yeah. You
yeah.
know I've been wanting a piece of y'all since I think y'all beat us when y'all didn't have the Damian. What's his name? Liddell White. Who did y'all beat us one time, man? It was
Lindell,
Push.
Matt Leinart, Reggie Bush in there.
okay. Maybe y'all did beat because y'all had like 3 years of that. So we lost to y'all one. We lost to them and us. We lost to them. We think we lost to Vince Young too, man. Because we'd get that one game a year that we could play another conference. And now that y'all here, yeah, it's gonna get real. It's gonna be interesting.
Y'all got them and UCLA.
I ain't worried about UCLA. I wore USC and
Damn,
what's that name?
you gonna just go shit on this whole UCLA, huh? Now,
Yeah,
you're
I
like
kind of am. Yeah, I
Fuck
ain't worried about
UCLA.
Eric Bieniemy is the new offensive coordinator down there.
Man, ain't
it. He
that
should have went
crazy,
to Atlanta.
dog? That's crazy, dog. But I mean, shit, it is what it is. I seen somebody say that he got the temperament for college, so maybe it'll work.
Yeah, because Shady McCoy ain't like him.
What's his deal with Shady McCoy? I mean, what's Shady McCoy deal with him then?
Nah,
They
because
say,
he was with the Chiefs.
yeah, they say he real rough on the players, and once you go pro, they don't really like all that, that shit that they do in college, where they talking shit to you, and they don't really too much like that. And from what I heard, that's how Eric Bieniemy is with the players, is he's like one of them real tough, on your ass type coaches, Paul.
That's what I heard too.
Yeah, but man, look, man, maybe that's the problem. Some of these cats need you gotta get in their face and to shake them up a little bit. Maybe they need that type fire, but like you said,
I would agree.
some of these cats are just cut differently.
Just depends on who
I
you
would
run
agree with
into.
that too.
You said what, Matthew?
I think it just depends on who you run into. Some guys want to get coached. Some guys think, once they hit a Pro Bowl or two, what I need to hear from what you got to say. You know what I'm saying? So it's tough like that. Like.
But see, I think that's the difference between the winners and the losers.
Yeah.
I really think that's the difference between the winners and the losers, man. Certain cats win because they realize you got a certain sacrifice you got to do. You know what I'm saying? And you're not always gonna get what you want. Now
But
if you're a superstar, you're gonna get superstar treatment.
see, I would want to know how it was because I know me and you might have said this before too. But I heard Corey Dillon was the worst person to coach. Like Corey Dillon, like far as running back wise, you remember him?
You talking about the old Cincinnati Bengal Corey Dillon?
Yeah, but then he went to the Patriots and got a ring. Obviously, he only did 1 year with them. But I'm just thinking, like, it's probably a lot more guys that's like that in the NFL. It's just they football don't talk like that. They ain't airing out everything all the time. Because I think Clinton Portis wasn't the easiest either. Wasn't he like a character? Because Clinton
Yeah,
Portis
I
was a
mean, but
character.
I don't think he was a bad as maybe like you was comparing him like Corey Dillon. I don't think he was that
No,
bad.
because
He was,
that's why. Remember, that's why they got rid of him in Denver.
yeah.
Because they got Champ Bailey for him because he was a one. The day system was a one cut and go, and he like, nah, I ain't doing that. And then once you start finding out he like to wear all that flamboyant stuff, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't necessarily like a team player, I should say. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So
Should have went to Minnesota. Somewhere like Minnesota would have embraced him.
Here we go with this, man. All right. All right. Yep. Okay.
He would have been embraced in Minnesota. We know how they do that in Minnesota. You know,
Yeah.
y'all had some,
I
y'all had
wish.
some strength.
Down the running back we had. What's it? I forgot his name. That quick.
Adrian.
No, yeah, he been gone. The one that left last year. He just left. He used to
Oh,
play for the.
You talking about the one that went to the Jets?
Yeah, he should never left.
Damn, I can't think of his name.
I can't either. That's why I'm like, man, you go to there and don't even get to play. You should have stayed with us and just took the little $3 million cut.
Yeah, because he went. Damn, why I can't think of his name. I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's not Rose. What's his name?
James something.
Dominique
James?
something. Nah, ain't no James. Let's start with it. I think it's something. I don't know. Basically, all I'm saying is
Kevin Cook.
Yeah, Cook.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm like, man, why we lose him when he was a good running back, man? And like how it's crazy how like Le'Veon Bell, like running back seem like they just drop off just like that, man. It's crazy, man. I don't know.
Yeah, they drop off be crazy. They just be wild the way they just.
I mean, they. I think. Tom, you still there? Okay. I think. Well, you say that, and they talk about a running back. I don't know if he kind of dropped off just yet, but he's having a hard time. Saquon Barkley, he's about to be a free agent. They talk about they not even gonna franchise tag him, so he's gonna be available for you, Matthew, if y'all need a running back.
Man, he don't hit the hole right, man. It's like he'll run. It's put like this. He'll have a big play before the end of the game, but he'll mess around, end up with 100 yards. But he's not a chain mover, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's like 3rd and 3. Yeah, he might get it. 1st and 5. I mean, 1st and 10. He might get 2 yards. It's like, come on, man. We need somebody that's gonna get you 4, 7, 3, 6. That's gonna make it a reasonable next play downs play, not just I got to keep pulling something out off the top of my head just in order to get this first down because he couldn't get us at least 4 yards the first 2 plays.
Mm-hmm.
Like, man, I like Saquon as like attributes. He can bench a lot. He can squat a lot. He fast. There's something about when he get into on that field, it don't always translate, man.
Yeah,
I like him though, but not for us. No,
nah. You don't want to Vikings uniform. I can see that. I can see that.
Yeah.
But look, let me ask y'all this. I was talking about it earlier in the stream, and with the Cam Newton thing. What do y'all think about that?
That's messed up.
So it's come out that it was actually the coaches. It wasn't the players. So it wasn't teenagers. It was grown ass men.
That's bad.
And apparently, what these weak ass niggas was talking about was, I guess, because Cam Newton was talking trash or whatever. And that's I guess they saying that's how it started. They apologized and stuff, but I guess they saying that's how it started and stuff. So like the dude with the I seen the dude with they went to a radio station. So the dude that had the dread twist, he was part of the apology, and it was another guy, and I mean they did their apology or whatever. And they said, but the crazy part is the dude with the dreads with the twist is literally on video, like talking shit about Cam. And
That's
not like in a disrespectful way, but like as far as like like what we do, competition type of way, So I guess they was saying that he was talking big shit. Either way, I don't give a fuck. Even if he was, it's like, bruh, you got kids there. It's the time and the place for shit. You know what I'm saying? And as long as that man ain't do nothing to just crazily disrespect you, like you out of pocket, But somebody made a point. I can't remember who, but they said this is the result of you constantly having this sports media talking down on these athletes and diminishing, their character and their achievements and stuff to where they don't even have the type of respect that they should for the accomplishments. Could y'all chill? The respect for the accomplishments and stuff that these people have done on the field because it's constantly being ridiculed or whatever. It's never enough to where now you got regular people thinking that they are I don't know if I want to say man enough or whatever, but they're on a level where they could challenge these guys. Like this dude's a professional athlete, 6'6", ain't too many of you niggas out there is gonna be able to do nothing with that. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that they've denigrated these guys down to the fact that you got the nuts to run up on somebody that's 6'6", 70, 260, son. It just shows you the effect of them constantly downing these athletes as if they ain't shit.
Well, look. The bad part about it was two of them, they still didn't get the best of them.
Exactly.
And now that I found out, I thought they was kids. I was saying, okay, and the kids may just not be strong enough. It's just not that time yet. But he's another grown man, and two of you couldn't do it. So he got one of you in a hammer while he just manhandling, ragdolling the other dude. What the hell is going on here, dog? Y'all strategy good. That's probably why y'all didn't win in that 7-on-7. You had bad strategy. You trying to take man, he was manhandling. I was like, God damn, just like I said, I thought it was kids though. But now that I heard that they adults, that makes it even worse, Tommy. Now that you share that makes it worse. The reason why, because as adults, I expect you, and I have higher expectations, and I hold you to a higher standards. And now you are influencing these other young men that you are supposedly coaching and participating and bringing them to this experience. But this is what you show them. This is what you do. Now look up again. I'm not gonna say Cam's fully innocent because he's not. Because I've seen where Cam go back and forth even with some of these kids. I don't think that's good, Cam. You're doing yourself a disservice. You shouldn't be doing that, right? It's cool when it gets there, but when it gets to the point where it gets disrespectful, now maybe you need to probably just back off or just walk away. I just, take the L on the conversation and keep it moving because it's not a good look for you, bro. And I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to do what you can to help out, give some of these at-risk kids some attention and looks and opportunities. But if it's to the point where it's going to downgrade the narrative about you, that's not good, man. That's not good at all. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
Look, I tell you this, that team wouldn't be invited no more. Them coaches just ruined that. They can't come back. I'm sorry for the kids. They can't. We got to suspend you for at least a couple of seasons or what. I don't know how it goes. Unless you get a whole new coaching staff, then maybe apology from the school that they represent or the squad they represent sends a written apology. Maybe I could reevaluate and reconsider. But right now, you have to suffer. Go ahead, Matthew. My bad. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you cool. No, I was just, I agree with Tommy for the most part. It's like, but I look at it like only thing I'll say about Cam, he has a way of saying stuff and talking to where the way he talks incites somebody to want to challenge him in a sense. And it's not necessarily in a playful way. Now, you ever meet somebody like we all talking trash, we all cracking jokes, but if somebody always say something that's like, you kind of stop for a second, like, man, why you say it like that? So now you got me not wanting to laugh at what you said. You know what I'm saying? So Cam kind of got that way about himself, and then I'll say on the part of them parents or coaches, a lot of times, man, people just be hating, man. Like Cam is Cam, but I don't know why they were going to the fact of trying to make these guys like. Why you get that mad at him to the point where you get to the point where you physically trying to fight him? Like, you ever remember that receiver he used to throw to, Benjamin, the real big dude?
Yeah.
In Carolina. Now, when he had stepped to him, Benjamin way bigger than Cam. Man, he may be sloppy, but he still was like, he big. And Cam kind of stood next to him, and they kind of looked the same. Obviously, Cam was more the in-shape version, but push comes to shove.
I think your boy's like 6'4" and Cam like 6'5".
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I understand not being afraid, but sometimes it's stupid to even. Why try at a world-class athlete for no reason because he talking? Come on, man. It's like, why you going to risk yourself getting embarrassed in front of social media now? Because regardless of you apologize, you still got embarrassed by Cam. People going to try to hate on Cam by saying, oh, you look bad and this and that. But man to man, he don't look that bad to me. You know what I'm saying? He's still doing his shows. He's still gonna give back to kids. And you, the clown, was getting dog walked by one person. You and your coaching staff. So I just think it's bad. And then, like I said last time, I'm gonna say, I another thing I was agreeing with Tommy. People talk down on athletes so much to where it's so easy for not everybody want to jump in on it. Because I came from before I started coming around this space, I used to be in the Kwame Brown section. You know what I'm saying? And he used to always be going at Stephen A. and just saying how like y'all hating on the black man image and y'all. I was quiet for all these years for a reason because I go somewhere they think I'm Bigfoot and people want to try Bigfoot. People don't want to just leave Bigfoot alone. They want to try Bigfoot. So then find himself in a situation. And he used to always say, "Hey man, I'm not a celebrity. You're not gonna put a celebrity tag on me where I gotta play by celebrity rules, meaning we gonna fight if push come to shove if you try me in that sector because he a man first." That was his position. So I agree with these athletes. They gotta defend themselves, man. You can't let guys just run up on you, especially when you're trying to give back. Like that's kind of dirty to me.
Oh yeah, I definitely agree with that. I mean, look, they doing too much, but the reason why I said I put some of this on Cam is because you go back and forth with some of these. Like I've seen him go back and forth for kids, man. Why are you going back and forth with kids, though, man? Let that little motherfucker go. Walk away from his look. Some of I thought was funny. Said, "Man, where your daddy?" I'm like, "Oh shit, he killed him out with that one." He said, "Where your daddy?" Knowing that boy daddy wasn't right. He said, "Where your pappy?" I said, "Boy, you used to be an asshole." Cam, when you do that, guess what? It's always gonna be another one gonna try you, and it's gonna get worse and worse. And unfortunately, I think this is the first one where it got actually physical. You know what I'm saying? To the point of hands was laid. I haven't seen nothing else with hands laid, but this it's just not a good look. I don't think. My opinion. I understand what you're saying. You got to do what you got to do, but I think
didn't Marshawn Lynch run into an issue like that?
Yeah, that was a mom. That wasn't
okay, never mind.
He had got on one of the kids, and then the mom got mad, and he pretty much had to. Well, he was asking the mom, "Where's the dad at?" Because he's like, "I don't want to talk to you. I want to talk to the dad." But that's another thing too, is the way Cam carries himself. Not saying it's a bad thing, but he's more approachable, nice. Marshawn Lynch, even though people find him funny, not to fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? Like Marshawn Lynch ran around Vegas telling every 49er fan, "Fuck you," and not one of them went to shoot the fade. I promise you, I've been to the games. Raider fans ain't gonna just run around there and not end up shooting the fade with somebody if you just run around and tell every 49er fan, "Fuck you." Marshawn did it, and these niggas joked that shit off. Oh, yeah, okay. So it's also in the way that you carry yourself. Cam carries himself as a nice guy, respectful guy. Not looking for problems type, and so I think that's also part of, unfortunately, part of why people, might feel comfortable fucking with him.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely agree. I mean, but I don't know. I hope, hopefully he don't mess himself up by doing this, getting into the obligation. Like you said, he's still got a podcast. I mean, I don't know. Cam's coach is not completely dead, and they be ready to cancel the brother. Want to be at.
It's gonna be hard to cancel Cam though. He do his own thing now.
Yeah, but he still has sponsors. So that's who's paying that tab. You know what I'm saying? That's who's paying that money, them sponsors. So
and they show on YouTube, and they can shut that channel down fast as fuck if they want to.
I mean, you definitely don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to mess up your money. Because look, who somebody just recently got a situation, then it caused them to lose some sponsorship, man. Jeez, who was that?
They lost something, or they just was scared they're gonna lose something?
No, I thought they lost some sponsorship. I'm trying to think. Somebody, it probably happened like within the last 2 months. I can't think of who it was though, man. Right off
Only
now.
person that's been hearing a lot is Shay Shay. He doing his thing.
Nah, he good. He ain't doing that wrong. He just Shay
I'm trying to think who you talking about.
I'm blank. Look, as soon as the show over, it'll come to me. As soon as the show goes, I'll come. I can't think, man. It was somebody just recently just lost a sponsorship because some of the stuff he was doing is saying like, we can't have this. But
Yeah,
look, I agree with what Shannon Sharp was saying when he was talking with I think it was last night. Him and Chad Johnson was talking about how saying how this looks on his image. Saying right now he has an image of being confrontational with individuals. When they get to talking stuff and all that. So I don't know.
His boy that he did his corner. What's his name? Norman. The cornerback.
Who's going?
You don't remember him? Remember when it was in practice, his own teammate. What's his name, man? Josh Norman.
Josh Norman, yeah.
Hey.
Was he with Carolina then, or was he with the Red? Because he played for the Redskins too.
No, he was with Carolina when he did it to his own teammate. Like he kind of like probably went too far. You see what I'm saying? Like, so I guess he has that edge to him in a sense. It's just a little weird.
Cam has no problem with confrontation when it arises. He has no problem with it, sir.
Yeah, he don't back down. I give him that.
But he had no problem with trying to finish it off. I give him that. He's not going to be bashful and not going to shy away from confrontation. Once it's up, it's up. It's him.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Now, is he? I don't know. Is he talking about trying to get back in the league? I don't know. I know he had.
I think that's over with.
You think that ship sailed with him? I think so too.
Unfortunately, man,
he's not going to be a starter. He's going to be a backup. Now, I don't know if his pride will allow him to handle being a backup quarterback for a team. I don't know.
He needed a coordinator like he had his.
I remember taking him out there in Vegas. They need a quarterback. They turned
Hey man, that's why we gonna give you that high third for Justin Fields.
He said a high third. Hey, we looking for that the second and third round pick y'all got.
No, we got that third for you though.
No, you won't get Justin Fields. Let me tell you, we'll get you get Tyler Badgett, our backup quarterback for that pick. Why don't y'all go out there and get Kirk Cousins? He needs a job.
He on the list, but we need the future.
Okay.
I'm trying to think what y'all got.
Y'all worry about 3 or 4 years down the road, not just this year. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, you can give us that running back y'all got. Yeah, y'all can have Kirk Cousins. Jacobs, give us Jacobs. You can have.
I think y'all only gave him a 1-year deal, didn't you?
Yeah, he is franchised. They said they're not franchising him this year. They're trying to work out a deal now. So.
Oh, okay.
Shit, I'll take him.
So you like Josh Jacobs?
Anything better than what we got? Be honest with you.
Well, yeah, y'all just got a warm body right now. What's that, Mathis?
Man, he looked like he could be something, but he's slow and he can't read. He can't read. You got no vision.
Yeah.
I mean, he had plenty of chances this year, man. He has no vision, man. It's terrible. Like, damn.
Well, look, man. Y'all gonna have an opportunity to get a couple of my man Derrick Henry's gonna be available to you. Josh Jacobs, maybe a possibility. Saquon Barkley, that's another possibility.
I don't want no
yeah, man. Look, I'm trying to help you out, even though I don't give a damn about the Minnesota Vikings. I'm trying to help you get you some type of motion or something going on because y'all was trash. And we'll give y'all for Justin Jefferson, we'll give y'all the 9th pick of the draft. Does that sound fair, Matthew?
Whoa, wait a minute. You said what now?
You heard me. For the 9th pick of the draft, we'll give y'all.
Well, you like the 9th pick for basically arguably the best receiver in the league. That's the best thing we got.
Yeah, but we have to make some deal because he's in his out of his rookie deal, so it's gonna cost us money. So we're not ready to sacrifice the world. We'll give you a little something. I mean, I think it's a fair deal. 9th overall
Nah,
pick, first round
he
pick, man. That's a good deal.
nah, he off limits. You can ask anybody else. We ain't giving him up.
Well, y'all ain't got nobody else we want. The rest of your team is trash. So what we gonna get from y'all?
Hey man, we can't do no deal. That's what it is. We just can't do no deal. I ain't giving him up. Nah, we need him.
Tommy don't get up Max Crosby. You don't want to get up Justin Jefferson. I mean, y'all
This
too
boy.
selfish.
Oh, we check this little boy.
Y'all need to check on the baby, man. The baby been crying his ass off, boy. Get that baby. Tommy, what's going on with you, brother? You good though?
Yeah, man, I can't complain. You know, just trying to see what these guys about to do. I mean, I wouldn't be mad if they got Jaden Daniels, but I heard Kirk Cousins' name floating around, which Kirk is cool, but I'm just more kind of ready to have somebody that we can hitch our wagon to on for the future. You know what I'm saying? This insert quarterback shit kind of getting old, so I'd like to be able to, if we could, draft somebody decent and go
And
from
develop,
there.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
because I think shit with the weapons we got. I mean, we still got Renfro, we got Adams, we got what's buddy name that we got from the Patriots on the other side. Like we
Myers,
got some pieces, and then if we bring back Josh Jacobs, we got that. If not, we got Zamir. You know, so we got some pieces in place. We got Buddy from Notre Dame, tight end. So we got some pieces. So if they have a decent draft, I think we'll be all right.
yeah. I mean, look, I definitely understand because I like uh Josh Daniels. I think he's a good quarterback. I think he's really been shafted as far as being the course of what the top 3 or 4 of the quarterbacks out of. To me, I think he should be, the second part, really the second best quarterback in the draft. To me, at least minimum of that. Look, I seen a couple of Caleb's games, and I wasn't really that impressed. And let's talk about he's a generational quarterback, man. I can't see it, man. Trying to compare why are you comparing him to Patrick Mahomes? Why? Because he's biracial? They both mix? I mean, what other than that,
Nah, he can
I
throw
don't
the
see it.
ball at odd angles. His escapability, his accuracy. Don't get it twisted. It's crazy to say this was a down year for him. He's a cold dude. Like, don't get it twisted. Don't let the hype fool you. I think where he kind of messed up at though is that whole jumping in the stands and the crying and I ain't gonna lie to you. I think the money kind of got to him a little bit, got him acting a little different. But I mean, you gave a young person millions of dollars. I mean, that's gonna happen to most. So, but I think if he gets in the right environment and they push him the way he need to get pushed, trust me, from the flashes I saw at USC, the boy he a boy. He definitely a boy out there.
Well, my concern is when he get to the combine, I don't know. They talking about he may not even be 6 feet. They list him at 6'1". He may not even be 6 feet. I'm like, oh shit, here we go. And I'm not a fan of the small quarterbacks. I'm not. We had those a couple times with Rex Roseman and Caleb Cade McNown. Hell no, I don't want another small quarterback. No, that's not what we need. And if he comes up to be 5'11", what the hell we gonna do with that, man?
What you think
No,
about Baker Mayfield?
I think he's trash.
Okay, we both think the same way. Okay, well,
I think he's trash.
thought maybe you might like him
No,
because he might be 6 foot. He had a good year though.
Trash.
Okay, all right. I'm trying to help you out. Are you right? Why am I trying to help you in your side?
We got a quarterback. His name Justin Fields. Don't disrespect my quarterback, man. He's a quarterback of the future. That's why we trading. That's why I showed you all these trades, and Tommy gonna come off with that Max Crosby, whether he like it or not. We're gonna get us a defensive end because that's what we need.
AP ain't letting that go, dog. You gotta let that one go, AP. Hey, Chandler Jones is still out there for you.
Who?
Chandler Jones.
Oh, that dude's washed up, man. He ain't been good since the New England and when he was with the Patriots. Oh no, we good. We good. We don't need him. We'll leave him on y'all roster. Let it be dead cap money y'all spending on this week behind. We don't want this, and we gonna do it. It's weak ass.
I got that dude on social media, man. He's a special character, dog.
I rather spend money trying to get Josh Allen from the Jacksonville Jaguars. The heck with that, man. Oh, look, the one other Minnesota Viking I'll take is what your boy Hunter. I'll take him, maybe for a 2-year deal. He don't get no more than that because he's getting long in the tooth. So.
See, Hank, one of them guys that play Madden with the slider, with the trade slider all the way up, so he can make whatever trade he wants.
Exactly.
Computer can't deny none of his trades.
Hey, I haven't played Madden since it was on Sega Genesis. I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
I can see, man, because this is crazy.
You missing out on some good therapy, boy. Them games that we lose.
My son
get your ass on Madden and take that shit out on that goddamn computer. You motherfucker.
Yeah, you're right.
Hey, I'm missing out on something. I watch him play, but I don't.
It's like y'all was making fun of Ronnie when talking about he was blowing him out. That's what I be doing. Like if we take a loss, oh yeah, somebody about to get blown out. Yeah, somebody get blown out.
You know, easy mode and blowing out the team your team just lost you that week.
Yep. That's what I used to do in 2K too, man. When I was younger.
You take it out
back in the years when the Cavs would lose to Boston, oh man. I used to put it on. I definitely them 08 against Boston. I never forget that. I put it on easy.
Hey, you notice he say Golden State gonna whoop that ass anyway.
Here we go.
He said he gonna put Golden State on the video game, you still losing. Dang.
I ain't gonna lie though. I did one time. Like I tried to play them like at their best. Still lost. Was hot.
Hey, ain't nothing that's gonna get you more pissed off than that. They whipped your ass in real life and on the game, man. Fuck you.
I'll never forget that.
Sword, man. They kill you in going out. Ain't it? God, dog. Hey. So Matthew can't
but this was crazy. This is how you know sports is a big part of people's lives, man. Every Father's Day, I watch Game 7 against Golden State versus Cleveland when we won. I watched that every Father's Day, man. Ever since I got 2016. Yeah, ever since I got married. Wife be like, why you still watching that
off your TiVo, nigga?
I go to YouTube, I watch the whole game. Wife be pissed because she like Golden State. I don't know why she like Golden State. You know, I be like, man, whatever. She just like anybody I like. Anybody I like, she hate. She always figure out a way to find a team that I don't like. But man, every Father's Day, I even get my steaks together. I turn on that Game 7, have me a drink. That's Father's Day for me, man. I be good.
Especially every Father's Day, I reminisce.
Yeah, man. That's the only championship we ever got, man. So I got to take it.
You got to hold on to that.
Yeah, man, I got to hold on to this, man.
Yeah, you heard the foolishness I heard Hank motherfuckers telling me. Yeah, I'll take that one over the 3 y'all got you out of your motherfucking got your fucking but y'all lost 3-1. I wouldn't give a fuck, bitch. We came back and won 2 in a row. What is you talking about? The fuck? We would have won 3 if we had them injuries.
See, this is messed up, man. Like, I gotta deal with you, Hank. Now I ain't know you a Golden State fan, so damn. Every time Monday I will be dealing with this.
I got a homeboy I was in the military with that's from Akron. So we got a sports group on Facebook, and the sports group been together since like 2010, I think. So man, bruh, when I tell you I had a long summer, these niggas put my face on everything, dog. Cause we used to be on Photoshop heavy, man. Listen, I'm crazy with the Photoshop. Don't let it fool you, man. Man, when I tell you I'm talking about the whole summer too. The entire summer. They tore my ass up, dog. I couldn't have a conversation with them without them somehow bringing up 3-1.
But that summer that was a crazy
Got
year
that
though,
sending
man.
you memes and everything, huh, Tommy?
Dog. But I'm gonna tell you one thing that just brought me back. I believe it was the 4th of July, Mr. Kevin Durant. Oh man. Hey, you want to hear a Cavs fan shut up? Man, when he said that shit, boy, they all was like, yeah, I got the juice again.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I was pissed. When he did that, I was pissed. I was like, man, this dude corny.
Yeah, I wasn't.
I was like, man, what in the world? Why he go there? Out of all places. Oh, I was pissed. I'll never forget that. Even LeBron was mad. He was like, he didn't say it out loud, but he was
Now, LeBron was tight. It even caused tension between him and Steph. Like, because him and Steph, they've been cool. LeBron was going to Steph college games and stuff. But when that run happened, they had some lightweight beef then. They back cool now, but yeah, it was some issues there for a minute.
yeah, that's tough, man. I ain't gonna lie, that's them years was crazy, man. Cause I was riding with them quite heavy, man. And oh man, that's to this day why I don't like Steph. I don't like Steph, man.
Yeah,
Nah,
I never take. I got a homeboy, my best friend over here. He went them tights too. Like he hated Kobe. I'm like, why you hate Kobe? Because he did his job. He was supposed to whoop ass. Like I can't hate you for doing your job. That's why I never had a problem with Bron. The only thing I don't like about Bron, and I got the same problem with Draymond. So I'm kind of equal with this. Is that fucking flopping? Stop flopping, nigga.
yeah,
Shit.
I don't like
I
that either.
hate that shit with a passion. But outside of that, I ain't never had a problem with Bron. I mean, I really
Is
had too many problems with too many athletes.
he still some
But I'm gonna be 100 with you, especially being from Ohio and Cleveland. That's been always my issue with them niggas is y'all should be glad or y'all should be happy. I mean, I get why you mad because we kind of stopped y'all from getting rings that y'all thought y'all was gonna get almost guaranteed when Bron came back. But nigga, we built that shit from the mud. Like when we won our first chip in 2015, that shit was from the mud. It wasn't no superstar sent our way. We drafted everybody. We put the team together. You feel me? Like that was for every small market team out there that everybody thought would never be able to win the chip type shit. Even just like the way Giannis and them just won it. But that was an organic team that won. That wasn't pieced together. That shit was, that shit was drafted. It wasn't bought. So for me, I always had an issue with motherfuckers from like Akron and Cleveland because I'm like, that's what the fuck y'all supposed to respect. Like Steph did it the right way. Steph ain't jumped team to team. None of that. Like Steph actually had a choice to bounce out. I forgot what team was trying to get him, and he rolled it out. So for me, I'm like, you kind of gotta respect it because they did it the right way.
Mhm. That's true. That's true. Even though they shitted on my man Mark Jackson, that's true.
Nah.
They
Y'all gotta
shitted on
stop
my
that
man.
narrative. Y'all
Y'all
gotta
shitted
stop.
on my
Dog,
man.
listen. We appreciate Mark for what he did, but Mark was completely fucking ass at making adjustments, dog. And the only way you know that is if you was a real Warriors fan before Steve
Yeah,
Kerr.
I don't know nothing
You get what
about
I'm saying? I watched when we lost to the Clippers. This nigga wouldn't adjust for shit. That's number one. Number two, Mark Jackson played himself because the owners came to him and said, our wallet is completely open. Put the best coaching staff together that you want. Mark Jackson said, no, I want to keep my coaching staff. You know when Steve Kerr came there, nigga, we had like 4 or 5 ex-head coaches on the like people slip on why we were so good. We had like 4 or 5 ex-head coaches on that bench at the time. We had, I think it was Mike Brown. We had I forget. It was literally like 3 or 4 ex-coaches that was assistant coaches to Steve Kerr. Like our coaching bench was crazy.
Mm.
So Mark
Yeah.
Jackson kind of played himself because he wanted to stick with his guys, which is cool. But one, you showed to be trash at adjusting to anything, and two, if you look at what Steve Kerr built on from what Mark Jackson did, our offense was ran completely different as well. And I think it was kind of a luck thing too, because David Lee got hurt, and then we was able to insert Draymond into the starting lineup, and that's what really changed everything.
I hate
But
that
you hate Draymond?
nigga. I hate that nigga.
Is he suspended right now?
Nah, man.
He
Hey, come
probably
on,
is.
he came back from suspension.
I
The
thought they
Warriors been, I want to say, 11-2 in their last 13 games since Draymond came back.
Yeah, they're a good team. I can't hate on that, but man, I can't stand that nigga.
I
Honestly,
feel it. Look,
I
listen.
can't stand
When LeBron came back to Cleveland, y'all just started counting rings. And the Warriors, because see, this is one thing y'all always forget too. When LeBron came back to Cleveland, the Warriors wasn't thought about. It was Lob City who was supposed to come out the West.
Yeah.
Blake Griffin, Chris
Right.
Paul, all of that. We fucked y'all
Nope,
whole
you're
little
right.
schedule up because it was like, wait a minute, who's these niggas? Where they came from? You know, like everybody knows what happened now, so we all think that Steph and Clay and them was like them niggas back when we won the first chip. Nah, ain't nobody picked the Warriors to win the chip that year. Not a fucking one person.
See,
We
only reason why, see, I can't say much because too much has happened to where it's proven that y'all legitimate champions. Ain't nobody gonna take that away from you. But I ain't never been so just irritated because first Kevin Love got hurt. He's so soft. Man, first year we got him. He got hurt by that punk white boy in Boston. He did something to the show. I'm like, all right, so we didn't play throughout him through the whole playoffs after that first round. We beat him like first round. Then Kyrie got hurt. He busted his kneecap. But I ain't never heard nobody break a kneecap. I'm like, how you break a kneecap? So he broke his kneecap in first play of the game, first game of the series. So LeBron was doing it on the solo tip. So I'm like, dang, man, this is a match that we could have had these niggas the first go around. Then it could have really been seen who really
don't get it
better.
fucked up though. Kyrie played into overtime before he got hurt.
No, y'all beat us the first game. Yeah. I'm not gonna act like that's why I said it would have been a real good telling match. Who really is better than who? If we would have kept the teams together and Love and them would have never got hurt. It was like, okay, first year we don't know. Second year, I think that's when we won. Yeah, then we won.
That year y'all won, but see, this is what I tell people, and it's not to shit on because whatever happened happened. But when y'all played us full strength, we just beat the shit out of y'all. It took the Draymond suspension, and then it took what was the center name? Bogut to get hurt to where that switched the whole series around. And so when I say that to people who don't know who, they be like, what you talking about Bogut? I'm like, well, if you watch game 5, no, not game 5, because he played game 5. He got hurt game 5. But if you watch game 6, game 7, it was a layup line.
Yeah,
it was nobody down there waiting. It wasn't nobody in the middle waiting for you. So when Bogut got hurt, that changed the series.
Why did Draymond's weak ass step up then?
Huh?
Draymond's weak ass step up then.
Here we go, man.
Hey,
Steph, the only nigga that can average almost 30 in the finals, and everybody say he don't step up in the finals. That shit is nuts, bro.
No, that was Skip Bayless pushing that narrative.
Yeah, I know. But if you ever looked at Steph's actual numbers in the finals, this nigga damn near averaged 30. So the narrative of him not showing up in the finals is fucking nuts. He literally should have won the MVP the first chip. He literally, Kevin Durant was literally trying to give him the MVP for the third chip, and they just picked Kevin Durant for whatever reason. So Steph, real life, could be sitting on 3 finals MVPs right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they played Steph. Yeah, they
played. He got one right there. He got one.
He got one. Yeah, he got from the last one we won.
When they beat Boston? Yeah.
Yeah. That's when he went crazy on them game 6.
Well, look, man, look. He got him MVP finally. He got the monkey off his back. It took a while. But he got it. He got look, we got 4 titles now.
4 of them.
Yeah, I don't like that. He got 4. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, but you know what?
I think his run is done now. I think it's over with for him.
I think it's both done for
But
both of
everybody thought it was done though when we won that last chip. Nobody picked us to win that last chip.
them. Yeah, I thought Boston
Matter
was
of
gonna beat
fact,
y'all.
they that's why Steph had the little reel of everybody saying Steph won his last chip and then old boy did to this and yeah. Well, nobody picked. See, that's the funny thing about it is like when we look back on it, everybody looks at it as like this shit was expected. 2015 wasn't expected. 2016 going 73-9 definitely wasn't expected. You know what I'm saying? Now the Kevin Durant years, that was literally expected. We was just waiting on what date we playing in the finals, right? Then the last chip, 100% wasn't expected. Nobody picked the Warriors that year.
Okay, so let's be honest. Okay, the first year y'all had Durant. If Paul wouldn't have got hurt, you think y'all would have beat them?
Yeah.
You talking about when he was in Houston?
Yeah, man,
See,
they was going
look,
at it.
this is my problem with when people ask questions like that is it happened. And it's always happened. So for me, it's hard to even answer that question because it's like you're asking me something as if it was a freak accident. That's this nigga's career. He gets hurt. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, for me, it's no different than like when the Lakers got Anthony Davis. I said, hey, bro, I don't want to hear nothing if this nigga gets hurt. Because that's what he does. He gets hurt. You don't get to buy a fucking used car that's a lemon and then get mad because it's a lemon. It's a lemon.
You'll call Chris Paul a living, huh? That's kind of messed up.
I mean, I'm just saying. Bro, he hurt right now.
Oh,
He been hurt the last 2 months now.
You know he's an old head, man.
All right,
He's
cool.
old head.
So I'm just saying, like, it's just certain players that we know is gonna happen. So, hey, when it happens, like if you want to say like the Kyrie thing, that was a freak. You know what I'm saying? Even like the Kevin Love thing, Kevin Love ain't consistently injured like that. But when you talk about like the Chris Pauls, the Kawhi Leonards, even like that like I say with Klay Thompson and Kevin Durant getting hurt that year when we played Toronto. That ain't some shit that we could just be like always happens. So I can then look and go, hey, if Kevin Durant and Klay Thompson did get hurt, we probably win that finals. Okay. But when you say if Chris Paul didn't get hurt, it's like, well shit, when does this nigga not get hurt?
Well, all right. Look, man, y'all got lucky. But I think
Hey, every championship you need some luck. I'm just saying.
right, you right about that. You are definitely right about that.
See, nobody. This is the part that nobody talks about, and I'm gonna tell you something that nobody ever talks about. Cleveland or none of that. When LeBron came back to Cleveland, nobody talks about how he stacked this team against the East. Name another big three in the East when LeBron came back to Cleveland. Motherfucking Derrick Rose was over there by himself. Paul George was over there by himself. Miami was basically hurt. That's why he left Miami. Boston was already obliterated. This nigga stacked the deck on the East. The Bulls was good defensively, but they offensively, Derrick Rose was literally that team because Jimmy Butler hadn't came into his own yet. Indiana, again, they was cool defensively, a cool team, but offensively, it was Paul George or die. This nigga joins Kyrie, who was already, even though he was losing, he was already a guaranteed 25 a game. He brings Kevin Love over, who was in Minnesota putting up 25 and 10 or 12. Come on, man. Chico. But nobody talks about that part of the game. I'm just saying.
Y'all know it's
Hey, man. Hey, hey, how about them? You see when the next UFC fight?
Shit, they usually have one damn near every weekend. It's just not a big one every weekend.
Let's change this topic, man. Let's change this topic.
Too much truth for you, huh?
Yeah, we don't got to talk about that, man. We can talk about something.
His ass. That's what it is. So what about
I
you?
can understand about that.
I mean, look, only time I usually watch UFC, man, is when they have the big matches. So right now, I mean, I don't. Who's coming up on a big match as far as UFC?
I mean, honestly, I was just talking, man, just to change the subject, but
Well, you got in Bellator, you got two heavyweights that's about to fight, and whoever wins that got to face Francis Ngannou. So I'm kind of
yeah, that
watching
should be a
that
good
one.
one.
Yeah, but outside of that, I think Conor McGregor is gearing up for a fight. I'm not sure when. Conor
Damn, I
McGregor done got jacked too. I don't know if you've seen Conor McGregor lately. That motherfucker, they caught. I think he's been the most tested fighter this year. That motherfucker is jacked. He done transformed his whole body.
damn.
Is he like how much he weigh now?
Yeah, I didn't get the weight. I just seen I just
Oh,
seen like
like he
his
just
physique.
bigger?
Yeah, his physique
Yeah,
is way different.
he probably in the
I
180
ain't gonna lie,
something.
I miss him. That was a shit talking motherfucker right there. I miss him.
Yeah.
It's Red Panty night.
Yeah, he'll get you heated. You heard what he said to Draymond?
Oh yeah.
They said, yeah, you bounce the basketball. I bounced people's head off the mat for a little. Because I think he
Hey,
was talking about the 23. Because his
yeah,
jersey number is 23. He said,
he's one of them dudes that make you have to fight him.
yeah. He gonna make you fight.
And then when you fight, you gonna get your ass whooped. That's the fucked up part about it.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't trying to take no loss to no white boy, man. I'll be mad. Like, hey.
he's one of them dudes. we about to knuckle up, but man, may the best man win, whatever. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Man, look here. I'm gonna cut this thing, man. I'm about to get up out of here. I gotta finish some stuff up for my Wednesday show. After you,
Yeah,
tell me,
man.
y'all too good, man.
Yeah, I was finna say, man, I thought this was this show. I already got this set up. Let me see if I can switch this camera around. I can't do it. I don't know how to do it. I had my cards ready and everything. Hey, I don't know how
What's
to
that?
switch the camera around. Well, basically, I had all these cards ready, like the different bank cards.
You
Don't
gotta
do
go
that.
to the settings.
Yeah,
Yeah,
don't
man, I'm
show
on
you.
my phone. I ain't no panelist, man. I don't even know how this works. So I'll just go with the flow. But no, I had it all set up because I do want to know what you're talking about with the bank and stuff. I got a bank, but I don't look at all the. They call it not proceeds, the luxuries of having that bank. I don't look at all that like I should. So I'm kind of
We
hoping you
definitely
can tell me something I ain't never heard.
we definitely gonna talk about it on Wednesday. How to choose a
All right.
bank. That is gonna be the Wednesday show, man.
And I got 3 banks. Let me see. I got 3. So. Oh, you
See,
got Chase up there? Okay.
yeah. Well, Chase not one of the good ones. But they
Yeah,
are.
I'm on this show. Oh, let me mute my pad.
Yeah, we had so I'm pretty sure Chase was around before then, but we had a bank out here called Washington Mutual, and Chase ended up buying Washington Mutual and turning, bro. Washington Mutual, hands down, to this day, was the best bank I ever had in life. And then Chase took over and fucked it all up.
Well, they Chase. So these are the 4 largest banks in the U.S. Chase, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, and Citibank. So those are the 4 largest banks in the U.S. And so Chase is like one of the worst.
Yeah, I got Chase too.
Chase and Bank of America. If you look at the top 4 worst banks, what they offer,
So,
Bank of America is probably the worst of all of them, but Chase is right up there.
okay, quick question.
Too much. I'm gonna talk about it on Wednesday.
Okay,
What's
yeah,
up?
all right. You're right. My bad.
You trying to drop all my little information right now? Is that what
Yeah, my bad.
Nah, you good, brother. That's what we're gonna talk about on Wednesday, man. We're gonna have a show on Wednesday. We're gonna talk about it. And the whole reason I ain't talked about it because I was on I was on my man Nighty show, and I don't know who the guy's name is. I think it's something Allen. I think that's his name.
Ronald, not Ronald. Arnold.
Yeah, Arnold Allen. Yeah. So
Yeah,
he had his check stub up on the Nighty show. And I was asking him, we all of a sudden he started talking about his bank, and he's talking about he's with Bank of America. I said, Bank of America? I said, oh no, dog. And I said, well, why do you? And I started asking why he pick them, and he said proximity. I said, oh shit, that's the worst. And I understand because I had look, I'm telling too much right now, but my daughter was with Bank of America. She was out there in California. And so when she moved here, back here 7 years ago, I had to get her out of the Bank of America mindset. I said, no, we're going to leave that shit alone. That's the worst bank ever. And she didn't. And one of the things I was teaching, I said, look, you got to look at the benefits. What are these banks offering you? What's some of the perks that these banks offer you? That's why you should choose your bank. Don't just choose them just because they're close. And I know you know some people are old fashioned. They like to walk into the bank and do all their dealings and their business, and that's cool. But find another bank. Don't just go by just because it's 2 blocks away from your house. That's not a good reason to choose a bank.
No, I don't really listen to too many Bears fans, so I'm hoping.
Yeah.
I'm hoping and praying
Here we go.
that you don't steer me wrong, man. Hopefully this ain't no setup stream.
I'm setting you up for the Okie
Yeah.
doke. They gonna do.
Yeah, man. Just think.
I'm setting him up, baby. I got some investments in these banks. I'm gonna tell you who you should go to. I got some stock.
Hey, hopefully they better than the trade offers.
Hey.
Yeah, man.
These fellas got to go. I got to drop it right now. They gonna kill me on the way out, but I get no love, man. God damn, man. Look, I'm just trying to help my team be a better team. So I'm gonna shoot these emails to my Ryan Poe and see what type of deals he's gonna come up with, regardless of how Tommy and Matthew feel about my trade. I think they're great offers, and any team would love to get these offers that we have.
Every team needs to laugh.
Damn, they're gonna just take my little email and laugh at it.
Yeah, man, you got your
they gonna pass that shit around the office. It's gonna be jokes all over the place.
So let me go leave this man. This man sound like he need to be a padded room.
And then he asked for a first and a second next year.
Yeah, you crazy, man.
But yeah, I'm gonna definitely talk about it on Wednesday, man. Y'all tap in with me, man. If y'all got nothing going on, y'all free.
But yeah, I'll definitely be in on that one.
You gonna be in at 7 or what time?
7 p.m. Eastern.
Okay.
Are you on Central Time?
No. I just the same time today.
Okay. All right. We'll tap in 7 p.m. I'll be here rocking out. Right on.
All right, that's cool.
All right, Tommy. All right, Matthew.
All right, fellas.
Well, guys, man, that's gonna wrap it up for another good show this week, today. Looking forward to, like I said, Wednesday show, man. Let me put the thumbnail back up so y'all make sure y'all see this. So y'all gonna say y'all didn't know what it was about. How to choose a bank/credit union. That's a conversation on Wednesday. So we definitely gonna talk about it. Definitely gonna talk about it. Y'all make sure y'all tune in. My man, before we go, what about my man? Them boys fans. Got Jimmy Johnson back home where he belongs. Yes, they have recently put my man in a ring of honor. It's been a long time coming. They should have been and did it, but you know how Jerry Jones is. He's stubborn. He doesn't know no better, and that's why they're gonna continue to lose and not win another Super Bowl for another 50 years. This is what I'm hoping. So with that being said, guys, I appreciate y'all coming through tonight, rocking out with me. Again, shout out to Big Ant, brother. He said, "What's up, Hank? You still crying about them boys? Let them bears. Let it go, bro. Just let it go. It's the first step. It's the hardest. I know. Well, brother, you didn't have to do it, but I appreciate the blessings. Thank you for the donations. Shout out to you, brother, for that, and shout out for everybody who made it. Why High, Judy Jed, Travel One coming through, Matthew, my man Matthew coming through, Tommy coming up here, hanging out with me for a little bit, man. I appreciate these guys. Quentin, shout out to you, brother, for coming through. The lovely Dorian, my moderator, lovely, beautiful woman. Thanks to you for being a great moderator that you are. And shout out to everybody who came through, man. If I miss out on somebody, hey, charge to my mind and not my heart. I promise you, it's greatly appreciated. Everybody that came through and rocked out with me, hung out with me for these couple hours. I appreciate you, but definitely looking forward to seeing you on Wednesday. And if you haven't done it, become a member. I'm putting videos out there on the membership. I put just recently I put another video out there. of what happened and what where I went this weekend and some of the albums that I purchased this weekend during my time at the record show they had this past weekend I went to. So y'all definitely tap in with me. Keep on rocking with me, and I will keep on putting out productive and good stuff and educational stuff that could be definitely beneficial to you, but also at the same time have a good time and let's talk about sports. I love talking about sports. It's always good. Uh, uh, I appreciate you guys for coming, rocking out with me. Continue to do that, and I will see you guys on Wednesday. Right on.